Hello, boys. My name is Yoshi. Don't mind me. We're just kind of chillaxing for Mario Kart once again. Okay, but seriously, my name is Yoshi, and welcome me, you guys, back, guys and gals, or boys and girls. I'll just say boys and girls. Yeah, that's what I've been saying anyway. You know what? I should have changed this. Let's do that. I should have been changing that sooner. I completely forgot. Kind of get a little too into this sometimes. Anyways, the last video, we were able to complete the first half of Knockout Tour mode. Yeah, there you go. And now we're gonna keep doing that. We'll just kind of go with whatever. Hey, this is Ralligator, huh? This is a rally we're on, right? Yeah, maybe we should use this. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Anyways, we did Moon and Spiny Rally, 3 stars. As you can see, no issues on like Ice Rally. Ugh, that was just terrible. It just happens though. Anyways, we're gonna go for Cherry Rally next, and one more before we finish that off. And then once we finish the rest of the 2 rallies, we'll be done this part for a while. In fact, we'll be done with Knockout Tour for a while too, because of the specific way the 100% has to be done. We are actually gonna be doing we're gonna be doing the free one. I guess I should have mentioned that before. So in case you don't know the secret, this game has a third mode that I haven't really been showing off a lot, and that's the free mode, and that mode is like something else entirely. It's basically Forza Horizon 5, but Mario style. It is absolutely insane to look at. Okay, so I actually don't mind falling into the lead. Remember, we want to be in a lower spot at first, because this is how we get better items. And then when the timing is right, we'll just blow past everyone. That's the strat for this mode. Because once you can get overpowered items, you can just go really fast. Okay, and you can also take shortcuts using that too. Let's do that. Okay, so now we'll use these. Catch up. Go, now we're in first again. Got a decent amount of coins, just kind of chillaxing back, okay. Oh, now. Thought that was something different. Okay, he'll just pick that up. I don't have the coin yet. Whoa, that's really weird. Okay, let's get rid of this. That. Biomes is also another fan favorite. I did say I was going to show off both stick characters, by the way. It's just that how big the character roster is, it's probably going to be really hard to show them all off, especially considering what I'm trying to do. And because of how hard the next game is, I feel like I'm not comfortable showing off all. But thankfully, this game has a free row mode, so we should be fine. We still have a long ways. I just realized, too, this is one of the longer checkpoints in the entire game. We don't have to necessarily be first right away. We just need to kind of chillax for a bit. Then I did. I figured there might be another item coming. By the way, if you are like just trying to like rate this difficulty-wise, the medium checkpoints are mostly boring once you get into the lead. It's the first and second checkpoints, and sometimes the last checkpoint that's usually the worst, because that's where you're most vulnerable. Especially trying to get out the path. If you do not know how to get out the path, you'll just get hit by items. So I guess I should probably tell that old story again. I'm not sure if I already told you guys this, but one time I was just doing 50cc Mushroom Cup to choke. Because of course I like doing 100%, so I always start with 50cc mode usually. And not gonna lie, went into a Luigi circuit, got hit by a blue, a lightning, and then I think also red or 2 at the very end, and got last because of it. In fact, in one of the other modes, I don't know if it was the first or second, I got hit by so many items I actually got 12. I'm very ashamed to say that, because usually you only get 12 if you're bad, but I'm not saying that to be mean, but like, The game literally wanted me to, like, lose. That's literally how bad it was. I wasn't playing an awful setup either. I was playing decent, as far as I'm aware. Just, for some strange reason, the game just wanted to troll me. And I'll just safely say that was, like, the most trolled I've ever been by Mario Kart RNG. And, yes, I do say it lightly. All that happened in Luigi Circuit, which is supposed to be the first race in the whole game. It's supposed to be by far the easiest race to do. But for me, no. For some strange reason, they just had to say, oh, you're gonna lose today, Yoshi. And so, yeah, I just got destroyed. Oh, and no, I'm not just saying Yoshi to be weird. Of course I'm playing as... Of course I was playing as freaking Yoshi. Ah. That was close. Ow! Okay, well, that was the closest we've been in a while. Oh, figures. We finally get items back, and then we just, like, get lightning anyway. Jeez, everyone's getting completely annihilated today. Whatever. This spot. This just got a little bit more intense, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I need to move back here. Isn't this the part where, yeah, okay, you want to be middle for sure here. It's so weird that this one part is faster than everything else. Yeah, there are coins here, yeah. May as well go like that. That was close. I did not mean to take that tight. Alright, well, we're doing fine for the most part after that. Scary second checkpoint. But yeah, not gonna lie. Hope you guys understand that everybody will probably get trolled at some point for Mario Kart RNG. That's just the worst that happened to me. Reason why I felt so ashamed of it, because I wasn't kidding when I said that was on the easy difficulty. It doesn't matter what difficulty you're playing on, the game will just sometimes troll you, like throw a bunch of items. Wii was also surprisingly unforgiving. In Wii in particular, it seems like there's just item after item after item in certain cases. Yeah, like, I wasn't even kidding when I said I got hit by a blue, then a red, then a few veins afterwards. I literally just couldn't recover from that. Like, how are you supposed to recover when you get hit by that many items? The game just does that to you sometimes, and yeah, from there, yeah. And then I think on the very next race, too, I think I had to reset it too, because by lap 3 I was still like weak. Then I got hit by a bunch of greens. The AI is just really aggressive in that mode for some reason. I don't know why. It's just, he sometimes seems unforgiving at sometimes. Which is too bad, because Mario Kart Wii is one of the games I grew up on, so the fact that that can just happen out of nowhere, not much you can really do. It just is what it is. I will say they definitely seem to nerf it a little bit. For those of you who don't know how they've nerfed it, powerful items that aren't like considered like their own category, specifically triple reds, some other stuff, but mainly blues and lightning. They do not actually appear all the time anymore. They used to appear like whenever, but starting in Mario Kart 8, they have like a specific hidden feature that isn't tucked to gold. Wow, that obstacle literally blocked the red. Oh my gosh, that was 3 sets of triple heads. See, wait a sec. Sometimes this game can just be cool. Sometimes. Oh, this is a thing that changes, right? Let's do that. Get a little boost off of it. Anyways, before that rude interruption hurt me. Anyway. Yeah, basically... Basically, yeah, that just happens in some of the games. There's not much you can really do to stop an agent. It was actually a good time for lightning. That saved my butt, actually. See how close they were. Oh, definitely somewhat close. Oh wait, this is the last shortcut, so time for drifting again. Look how much different these tracks go, by the way, when we actually start drifting again. It really does make all the difference. For those of you who don't know the trick, basically the AI was found out to have a weird hidden difficulty curve where if you drifted before the last checkpoint on the race, they got more green, reds, blues, all that sort of stuff. They were just really aggressive for some reason. However, if you wait until the last checkpoint to drift, they, for some reason, don't get as many of those items. It's not a guaranteed fix, of course. You're still going to hit it by items. It just makes it way less common than if you had just been drifting everywhere. That's what they found. Like, from basically start to finish, if you don't drift in these instances, even on 150cc where it feels like you might need to, then yeah. So really the trick with this is just trying to tighten your turns up as much as possible while technically still staying within the road. Anyway, we got another car unlocked. Let's go to Spike next, and we'll keep finishing this tour down from here until we cannot do this anymore. That would make the most sense. So that means starting freewheel mode, we'll probably do Monty Mole and then these two afterwards, and then we'll kind of just go with whoever we haven't used yet from there. Look a little weird seeing all these other monsters, but I don't see another way to show them off. So anyways, doing Spike next, and looks like we get this. Oh wow, that's a perfect balance. Sure, we'll go ahead and pick that up. Now on to Acorn Rally. Don't worry, I'll try to remember to get the free stars. Honestly though, if I've already done these tracks once, and since they're very boring, maybe letting myself restart that by just doing 150cc might not be a bad idea after all, honestly. But then I wouldn't really count as a true 100% run though, would it though? Right? Yeah, we have to play fairly here. If we're gonna get all the stuff, then we better get it done. Okay, alright. We got mushrooms, so let's use those right away. Definitely want to get the money. That's probably the most important thing. It doesn't even matter if you're not necessarily first right away. You just need to make sure you're getting as much money as possible. That's usually the best way to get this done. Even if it means you're like taking a slow route at first. So once you get a bunch of money, it's gonna make a big difference by the end. Well, I think they were. Okay, well. Goodness, all the grains and cows in the world today. Okay, I saw someone going there. Okay, this was another pretty tricky shortcut. Maybe not as much, actually, though. Anyway, we got out of that. Just fine. So yeah, second another fantastic character to look at, I'll say that much. Cool. I will say, the fact that they added a bunch of new characters to the roster definitely makes this game more accessible. That's another feature I think is pretty great about this game, I'll say that much. Alright. Just kind of weird here. know I have triple greens and they don't always protect me, but I need to keep them anyways. Remember, the more defense you have, the better. Technically, if we use these right, this might be one of our only ways we could defend against triple reds, because, well, there's 3 of them, obviously, so it's like, well, reds obviously means that triple greens are going to be best. By the way, one of the few spots where we can actually get a step to good. That, oh, okay, that time it just evaded everything. So I tried to do that because, as you know, it's, the greens do not trail behind you as triple greens like other items would. They instead surround you, which in my opinion can actually be annoying. Alright, so you know what, let's play this smart. Let's do this as a coin bait trick. For those of you who don't know why we do this, well, it's pretty obvious why. We don't want to lose this item to blue or a red. Well, I guess we basically want to use it when a red is already coming to us. That's basically what we want to wait for. Looks a little risky, but trust me, this is the best way of doing this. Anyways, I think part of the fact that they added so many other characters, especially enemies of the Mario franchise, to the roster, it really has helped out, add a lot more variety to who you choose. There's a lot more characters for selection. It really does help out a lot. That was probably one of the worst times we could have done it. Feel a little nervous. Let's just go and get this and just use this right away. Gosh, yeah, it was a triple red again. Why am I not surprised? You'll probably find out pretty soon that triple reds is definitely my least favorite item to get it by. Sometimes, yeah, you can just get destroyed. Oh, I saw that, by the way, I saw that she has a red too. She already, did Girl already use that, or is she gonna throw it out later? Yeah, okay, whatever. Well, that was a little intimidating checkpoint, but we were able to get through it. This is the spot I know that has boost, right? Cut this corner a bit by doing it this way. Okay, so I was correct about one thing. That jump does go pretty far. Oh great, we got the worst item set again. I'll have to wait until we get to another item box to remove it though. Because again, never know when it might show up again. I just realized maybe using items can also alter the RNG slightly for the AI too. Maybe if they know you're being aggressive, maybe they'll try to do the same thing. Anyways, well, so far it seems to be working. So far. Oh, here we go. Not surprising at all. I don't know why, but it seems like the AI really love just using triple reds over and over again. It's probably my least favorite item so far, because as you know, we don't have protection against that, and you can only protect up to 1 or 2 things against that. Okay, yeah, we at least... Oh, wait. This is not the same track here. Okay, well, we can use these to take a shortcut, so let's go ahead and do that. We were able to take that despite a car being right on top of that. And Boo being annoying as always. Oh! I jumped I actually did jump over that time. Wow, okay. It's only the second time we've actually been able to dodge that with a feather. very strange that that even works, honestly. Well, they're being very annoying right now. Hopefully not been slowing them down with those in triple reds. It doesn't help that because they clump up more and you get hit by triple reds more often. In our games, they seem to space out a lot more. They would just focus on doing... So it would just be, oh, one person gets hit by one item, but then we don't see any R reds for a while. Okay, we better do this. Just get a slight boost. Ooh, that was close. Okay, we only had a couple second lead. Because that blew at the end. Obviously, getting booed at the last part just... Line is a really nervous spot to get booed, honestly. Okay, well, once again, we get to drift boost again because we're back on the last part of the lap. Bit annoying we haven't found an item yet, but yeah, there we go. There's an item. I think part of the reason why we're seeing so many triple reds is because the AI seems to really love bunching up in this game for some reason. So they just really like hitting you with those items as a result. Okay. Get a defensive item, please. Thank you. It didn't matter though. We didn't need it. Again, the AI... I don't know what the hell we're thinking that time. They just like, okay, we're not gonna do anything this time. Like I said, there's no consistency. Some races will be really hard, and others will just be really frustrating. I will say though, done correctly, this mode is definitely a lot faster than Grand Prix mode is, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and watch this cutscene since we did pretty well. I will submit, I believe we have done a good job in at least showing off the majority of the characters. If you're wondering, you don't have to play any of the enemy characters for 100%. You just have to unlock them. It's the other characters that need to be played if you want to get, like, some of their secret unlockables. Anyway, yeah. It's gonna be the end of this episode, guys. Doing pretty well so far, actually. Well, after other than that really hard second rally, we've been doing pretty well, actually. 100cc. I'm glad we were able to do it somewhat fast. Could have been much worse, but we were able to handle it well, actually. I'll see you guys in the next video then. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you guys later when we're able to finish Knockout Tour Mode on 100cc, and then, oh boy, maybe we'll get started with 150cc. Maybe not. See you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.